your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Everybody, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of Hashtag. I am your host, Tiffany NoCo. You can find me on Instagram at _Tiffany NoCo. And I'm going to let my co-host introduce herself, and then we're going to introduce our guest. What's going on, Kristen?
Okay, that was very lively, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Hi, my name is Chrissy Vet. You can find me on Instagram at Black Folk. It's a little difficult. It's Cherche. Speak French, okay? Cherche LaChris at Instagram. Also, Black Out of the Box at Instagram. So, what's happening, y'all? Hey, guys.
How you doing? How you doing? What up? What up?
So we have our guest with us today, Akil Williams, you guys, and he has his own podcast with ESPN. It's called The Real Deal with Akil. And I want to go ahead and introduce him and let him tell you about himself and where you can find him on social media, where you can get the deets on that podcast, because we know y'all want to know about it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself?
Oh, yeah. Junior at TSU, graduating in December. Podcast Real Deal with Akil. You catch it on YouTube. Just type in Real Deal with Akil. Instagram. AK_the realest, THEREALEST, and catch it on iTunes and Google Play as well.
All right, for sure. Well, of course, I have to ask everybody when they come in, all of our guests, we want to know how you got started. Why don't you just give us a little background about yourself?
Right.
What inspired you to get into podcasting, and for sure how you got a podcast with ESPN.
Yeah.
We all want to know. Tell us a little bit about it.
I started the podcast last July, and before that, I had a sports radio show at KCOH downtown called The Locker Room. One of my good friends, Robert Harris Jr., who's producing at SB Nation Radio for the Son Salisbury show, and I was doing it for a year. Then I started interning last March at ESPN. Okay. And while I was interning, I was still doing my show at KCOH, and it was on air. And just talking about sports, swag, HBCUs, pro sports, and all of that. But I said, man, I can't. They're not promoting me, so I had to leave, and I wanted to upgrade.
Right.
And I thought to myself, like, I have a lot of women that follows me. Most of my followers on social media is women. So, well, I mean, when you got a social media account, you're going to have more women follow you.
You got all the girls up on your tail. We feel you.
But the thing was this. So I started in July, but before I started it, I had a meeting with one of my camera guy, Dominique Monday, and I said, man, we got to do something different this time. I can't just do a sports show. If I want to build my brand and audience, what can we do? So we was in front of ESPN for like an hour and a half, just thinking, planning it out. And I always had the same comment from people, especially women. They was like, "Hey, Akil, I like what you do, but I don't watch sports like that."
Yeah.
Which is it's kind of true, but it's not, because if I was on TV and mainstream like Stephen A. Smith, Chris Broussard, Colin Cowherd, They know who they are,
Right.
Right.
but I'm not that big. I'm not big time,
Right.
so they're not gonna listen to my opinion. So I said,
Right.
man, you know what? Let's just do a podcast that's different. And I was always against podcasting. I was always live on air. I love sports radio. I love talking live on air.
Right.
And so I said, you know what? It's not gonna be a sports show. Every show I have, I'm gonna have a guest that's relevant. And I had people like Jay Mulan, Junior Martin, who owns Prospect, and Turkey Leg Hut, and all those people. Coach Mike Davis, Daniel Gibson from Keisha Cole.
Oh,
Keisha,
yeah,
yeah.
for Sure.
I just had on Tony Rock,
Oh,
Chris
maybe.
Rock's brother. And, you know, it's just been going well ever since. And I know podcasting is so, everybody does it.
Now.
That's
Now.
what I
Yeah.
think
It's like
now.
the hot
Everybody,
thing.
and that's the thing,
Yeah.
because they're not getting the attention for radio and try to get on air. And that's kind of dying out. So people want to do podcasting.
Yeah.
But my goal is to eventually have a nationally syndicated sports radio show.
For sure.
So podcasting, I have to make it this type of format.
Right.
I didn't want to just babble about sports or whatever for an hour and a half. 'Cause
Right.
nobody cares about my opinion. So
Does
that's
somebody care about
somebody
your
care.
opinion?
But if I can make these connections and bring
For
it
sure.
on, yes,
Yeah.
it makes it easier for me. So that's where I'm at now.
For sure. Okay. That's a very in-depth background, you know, because
Yeah.
sometimes people just stumble upon like podcasts like, oh, I just did it on accident and I just happened to like it and it just blew up, but you actually have a plan for it,
Right.
which is awesome. And I would watch your sports show, just FYI.
Right, I appreciate that. I appreciate
like
that.
sports.
But
Yeah.
nah, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, when you podcast, a lot of people take it as a hobby. I just
Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
at home, or I do it at home, or I do
Absolutely
it in my
not.
mama's kitchen. You know, somewhere else. But I had to take advantage of me interning at a place like ESPN and to
Right.
bring in those guests. Because if I had a guest like Lil Flip, for example, yo, Lil Flip, I have a podcast in my mama's kitchen. He ain't gonna come. But if
Yeah,
I say,
nah.
hey, I got a podcast at ESPN.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. You know.
Yeah.
And I just give shouts out to his manager. I give a shout out to everybody that came through. I give a shout out to this past weekend I had on Tony Rock, and his manager found me, you know.
Wow.
And I told him, because I really don't do shows on the weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
And he hit me up, and I don't wake up early, right? So for some reason I woke up at 8 in the morning, and I checked my Instagram. I had like a lot of message requests, and he was one of them. I just clicked on it, and I was like, oh shoot, Tony Rock coming to Improv. I called him
Yeah.
immediately, and I said, man, I really don't do shows on weekends. So I'll come to you if you if you don't have time to come to ESPN. He said, no, we want to come. We want to get that picture in front of the backdrop. I said, cool. I hit my
Yeah.
people up. I said, man, look, we're gonna go to Improv tonight. Meet up with him. We're gonna go. We're gonna bring him to the station Saturday. Do the
Yeah.
podcast. Everything was dope. The shit was dope. He liked it. I still keep in contact with him right now. So big shouts out to everybody that came through the show so far.
For sure, for sure. Don't worry.
Appreciate
Yes.
you.
So you have to tune into his show so you can get dibs on his really big, great guests. But also, you know, we have really great big guests here too, like Akil, who's meeting Tony Rock and having him on his show. But just giving you a brief introduction on our guest so that you'll know who's about to drop these dimes on you today. But we want to go ahead and roll into our topics. And I'm so glad I still have my edges because Beyonce done snatched all of them over this weekend with this Coachella. So let's get into it. Or so we say Beachella.
It's definitely Beachella. I mean, she took your edges. I mean, she has no hair, but she took these brows. She took these eyebrows, and I was just Beyonce, snatcher of edges, queen of just black excellence. Thank you, girl. You got my life. Yes.
I'm going to just say from the videos alone that I've seen, y'all, I was watching one video and this girl was literally crying. And to me, I just think that is crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, crazy in like a good way that you can have that type of impact on somebody where you're making them cry just by watching you dance. Then let's talk about also how she did a tribute to HBCUs. And I know you're going to chime in on this, Mr. TSU.
I can because, you know, watching Beyonce, she's from Houston, first of all.
Yes.
You know, she's African American, and she made a lot of history at Coachella. I didn't watch Coachella. I didn't watch it live on YouTube. I seen her highlights
Yeah.
of the performance because
Yeah.
even though I know Beyonce is one of the greatest, I always say Michael Jackson, the king of pop. She's the queen of pop. I always say that. She's the queen of music. You know, she's right there next to Michael.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not the guy that's a huge Beyonce fan. I'm not gonna just purposely. Oh shoot, Beyonce's on. Let me just watch. Let me listen to a Lemonade album. If I hear it, I hear it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it was cool. I like how she did with Florida A&M. She made history. She was the first African American artist. I want to say a woman or just artist. Period. That performed at Coachella.
Yeah.
The headline.
So that was a liner.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I don't know what was the reason why she.
Well, last year she had them back because
Right.
I had tickets. I was upset, and yeah, so
Right.
She got
But nah, she cool, and I like. Question is this: I have
What's your
y'all
question?
both love Beyonce, right?
Oh.
I
You
do. I
You
do.
do. She took your edges, so yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
I
So-
snatched 'em.
There's been a question that's been going on. Better performer all time, live,
Really though?
Michael or
Good.
I have to. I'm
I knew we
asking
was going there. I
Yup.
knew it.
Michael or Beyonce. If you had to pick, you had one concert to go to before you die. Michael in his prom, Beyonce in her prom.
I'm going to see Michael.
Oh.
I am going to see Michael. I'm sorry.
Who's better? Who's a better live
You
performer?
can't. I mean, me personally,
compare.
I don't think you can compare the two because I mean, MJ is MJ. He made his own lane. He literally paved, put the sand, the bricks down. He made his lane. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
That's something that. I mean, everyone tries to emulate, so I can't even compare the two. However, I will say if I had to compare an artist that is as close to that caliber, it's Beyonce.
She is amazing. Like, first of all, Coachella, I can't even get over the Super Bowl. That performance was everything.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, who? Girl,
Because
okay.
it's
I
been a
can't even
lot
get my
of
thoughts
blasphemy.
together. But
Yeah.
what I really want to say, though, is because, okay, so her mom actually took to social media to say that she was nervous about her doing the show, how she set it up with the tribute to the HBCUs, because we all know Coachella is predominantly white, okay?
Right.
So she was saying that she was a little concerned that maybe people wouldn't get it or they'll be confused to the show. First of all, I don't think nobody's going to be cute. They already confused. They watching Beyonce. They can't believe that they there. But what y'all think about that? Because I think it was great that she did that because it does give awareness to just the culture of HBCUs because it is dying out for people going to them.
As someone who's an HBCU grad twice over, and shout out to Beyonce repping this purple and gold. Girl. I'm sorry, I have to talk about Prairie View real quick. So shout out to you
I
repping
don't
this
beef with
purple
Prairie
and
View.
gold
I don't know why
and
she
having
did
this
that.
Panther
beef.
on. Thank you. But I mean, for me, God, I'm glad she did. Bring that recognition of HBCUs up and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know, Beyonce. That's all I can say. I can't even get my thoughts out.
Also, she did donate to 4 schools. She's
Yes.
going to give $100,000. Now, when I read it, I thought it was $100,000 a piece, but it's $100,000 collectively.
Correct.
She's going to give it 25 to one student from each of the 4 schools. And she did have people, I don't know, not going to Prairie View, but that graduated from Prairie View that were on the stage performing with her.
She did indeed. And also another thing to talk about with Beyonce as well, I love the fact that she did touch on having Malcolm X, in her performance, as well as she had Nina Simone. She did a little bit of her song Lilac Wine before she did Drunken Love. And also she did a little bit of Fela Kuti. Shout out to my Nigerian people, Afrobeat.
Hey.
So, I mean, it was just so dope that she touched all shades, all scales of blackness, like around the board. It wasn't even just HBCUs. It was like, shit, niggas, this for y'all. So thank you, Beyonce.
Oh, girl, and she brought her sister out, and it was a Destiny Child reunion. I wish I would have been there. Like, honestly, I
Yeah.
could have just sold my car and bought me a ticket.
Oh, see, now you're going too far. Okay,
No,
see,
no,
don't
we
let
ain't-
these
we
don't let
ain't
these
gonna do
people.
all that.
Don't sell your car for another
Nah.
human being. Just to watch. Just to watch.
Nah, we
Just to
ain't
watch
gonna
a
do all
concert.
that.
You will sell your car.
What if I got a shit car? Y'all don't know.
So how would you get around? You gonna Uber around? You gonna Uber around?
Oop, you ain't know that.
You gonna Uber
She
around?
said, what if I have a
That car
shit
So-
might
car?
only cost
Okay.
me $900.
So if you had
exist,
a shit car, why ain't get rid of it now?
Wow.
Oh, really?
Ain't
time for an ad.
It is time for an
We gonna
ad,
pay some
girl.
bills up in here real
We
quick. We gonna catch
do.
y'all on the flip.
Oh my God. Shit car. Well. This portion of This portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Care is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and a friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Chandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Elite Dental Wellness.
For sure. All y'all go get y'all teeth checked out, cleaned and stuff. But before we get off of this topic of Coachella, I have to mention this real quick because, okay, we know that Cardi just recently dropped her pregnancy on us. She dropped the bomb, literally. But, okay, so I was a little concerned because I was like, well, she got all these performances coming up. What's she going to do? Is she gonna be there? Is she going to cancel? You know, I'm like, she can't pull a Beyonce. She ain't there yet, you know. Yeah. But what y'all feel about what I really want to get to is her twerking on the stage with his belly.
Cardi said, fuck that. I'm still fine. And y'all gonna take all this belly and all this mama, and I can still shake this ass back here. Y'all gonna watch it and love it. So I'm not mad at it. I think that's the thing about womanhood, especially black feminist womanhood. I feel like we have to stay in this box of why can't we be sexy and fine pregnant? And at the end of the day, she's still trying to get the damn check. So I ain't mad at her. Get your check and do what you got to do. Now, can she perform of the caliber of a Beyonce? Absolutely. Absolutely not. However, I'm going to a Cardi show. So going to a Cardi show, I expect to see some ass shaking, some strippers, people sliding and twerking, including her. So I'm not mad at it. I think it's really dope to see a woman embrace her pregnancy.
Would you say your watch Cardi B perform?
Nah.
No, all right.
Negator.
But no, let me stop playing. But no, that was, I mean, it's not bad. Okay, Serena Williams played tennis and won a match while pregnant.
Right.
She's
that
on cake.
Is different.
No. But, okay, it's different. But you're playing tennis. You're running every time, using everything. She's performing. She could just stand. She could just stand there and sing. And have you pregnant. You can't be pregnant while twerking. You can't twerk while you're pregnant.
Her, okay, because you have sex when you're pregnant, so you still shaking something. At the end of the day,
look, everybody like little ass shaking. I don't see a problem with it. It's just like Cardi. Look, like she said,
but let Cardi have momentum.
Yeah, I see no problem.
Right, she's on fire.
I don't see a problem with it. I just wish they would have did a better outfit.
You don't like Cardi, don't you?
I do like Cardi.
But
I do like Cardi. There's no but. I like Cardi.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a book.
Okay, we moving on to our next topic. We are going to talk about Drake dropping on us that he is bringing a new album, and I just want to say thank the Lord, because what is summer without a Drake album?
Oh, Drake, he gets the ass shaking in the summertime. Thank you, Sir Drake, for all the day parties that I will be drunkenly attending and shaking my ass to you. So thank you for dropping this album already.
And it's called Scorpion, is what he's going to call it. That doesn't sound real freaky like, or is it me? It might just be me, okay? But I am excited for it, as I know it's going to be fire.
Oh, yeah, that thing going to be hot.
What you take? What you
Drake is cool. I mean, Drake is cool. Of course, he's one of the three guys on, in rap right now. He's one of three guys. Do I think he's the best? No, we ain't gonna get into that. But Scorp, I mean, he drops something twice a year. So I was surprised he dropping some around this time. He dropped more like around this time last year, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I mean,
yeah. But he hasn't dropped anything since More Life.
Well, because he was quote unquote gone for a minute, but he was still relevant. When Drake said he's
gone for a minute.
Okay, remember when he said on Do Not Disturb he's gonna take a break. Really?
Yeah.
When Drake can't take
That's
a break.
That's how I know this album gonna be fire.
Fire.
Okay, I'm asking y'all Drake fans, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna ask y'all this: do y'all think that Drake has a classic album?
Take Care.
Take Care. Yeah, no.
Take Care.
For sure.
No.
For sure.
That's a Drake classic. That's a hip hop classic.
Look here. Out of Drake's, musicography, whatever, his whole shit, niggas, y'all know what I'm talking about, his whole music. Take Care, no questions, no doubt about it. That was his best
That was
album.
a
That was
great
okay.
album.
That
was
is a
his?
classic.
Well,
That
I don't- well, I put it like this. That's a Drake. To me, people like saying Take Care. Take Care was cool.
Oh, Lord. Do I have to get into this
Drake.
Take
No,
Care
I'm only
discussion?
saying because we getting hype on Scorpion. Oh, Drake dropped Scorpion. Cool, right? Is it what's gonna make this like? Oh, shoot, we can't wait.
It's
gonna be
Drake.
23 songs.
Look,
Now I'm gonna put you to sleep.
look here.
Oh,
You got a couple of
how
bangers.
dare you? First of all,
I'm a Kendrick guy. I'm a
because
Kendrick
on
guy.
that
I'm a
More
Kendrick.
Life,
I'm a Kendrick person as well.
on More Life though, because there was a lot of songs, but half them songs was not him.
Oh, that who fought
Some of them songs was not him. Some of them songs he gave the floor to other people, and they made the song.
So Far Gone's better than Take Care. And So Far Gone
What?
was still
So
a
Far
classic.
Gone. Okay,
was
So
nice.
Far Gone.
So
is
Far Gone was
yeah,
nice.
that's a
because it was
bomb
authentic
album.
Drake.
It's a bomb.
So we getting
album.
hype on Scorpion.
Honestly, he might got a point though.
No, I'm still with
Take Care was
I
amazing.
understand Take Care was cold.
But So Far Gone
I
was
understand.
dope.
But this I always tell my friends all the time.
Oh boy.
Remember Views? Remember how the hype was behind it? They had the whole Snapchat thing about Views.
Yeah.
Views had 20 songs. If he cut off half of that album, that would have been an all-time classic. 9 was a good song. Grammys, Child's Play. If he cut off at least the song with like what's his name, Division, and like
Oh, I love
couple of those
Division.
songs. If he had like 9-10 songs, that would have been an all-time classic.
See,
That's just my thing.
and that's why I appreciate a Drake album because you get your money's worth.
Yeah, that's true.
You definitely get your money's worth. I'm paying $1 for each song. I appreciate all 23 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we do got another album on the way. Your boy J. Cole
Yes.
is dropping an album too on 420.
Yes.
He's dropping one.
Yes. Now that I am very, very excited for. I'm a very, very big J. Cole fan, especially when he was doing his $1 shows and everything like that. So J. Cole today had a free listening
I was just
session.
about to talk about it.
Yes, ma'am. Had a free listening session in New York, and he just posted it on Twitter and on his Instagram, talking about no phones, no cameras, nothing, just show up.
Yeah.
First come, first serve. So I think that's dope. Now that I'm ready for. I love
Yeah,
J.
for
Cole.
sure. He's
Yeah.
gonna be here pretty soon. Houston is gonna have a lot of celebrities real soon. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I am too.
I like the J. Cole. I like J. Cole. I rock with him.
Yeah, me too. So, you know what? You know what time it is? Facebook Live. You know what we ask you to do? We ask you to subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Also, review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with all your family and friends. And also, lastly, we ask you to donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week to you at home. So you can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate.
Alrighty now. We appreciate y'all, Facebook. We appreciate y'all for sure.
Oh,
and
did
Ace
you know
Hood.
about Logic?
I've been rocking with Logic.
Yes.
Come on, man.
I love
Frank
him.
Sinatra.
Yes.
Come on,
Come
man.
on.
Logic is cold,
Come on,
man.
Black
But yeah, J.
Superman.
Cole album
Let's
coming
go.
out. KOD 420. That's gonna be
That's gonna be good.
a good album because you know the only knock about J. Cole, which is really not a knock because I really don't mind it, is the delay. You know, like not hearing from you.
Yeah.
But that's how it was back in the day. But now people are like, man, what happened to J. Cole? Because people say he got to bounce back from the last album he dropped. I like the last
He
album.
definitely don't have to drop bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. But people
Yeah.
was like, oh, last album was trash. No, it wasn't. KOD on 420 is going to be a great
Oh,
album
yeah.
as
People
always.
make sleepy jokes about J. Cole.
I don't know why
I
they
used
do
to be
that.
one of those people.
Niggas.
And then
Yeah.
I went to one of his concerts.
And
I went to his concerts and it was good. So, I had to let up on the boy, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm putting my nephew on blast too, cause he told me yesterday that he don't like J. Cole. He will take Lil Pump,
I hate
Lil
Lil Pump.
Skies, and Young Thug.
What's that
over
other
J.
rapper who
Who
got
is
the
Lil
crazy name?
Pump?
He's 21.
Who's
so
the other rapper that's ex-Senshi?
no, he can't. No,
Oh.
he's good.
I
He's good.
know.
But that boy,
He's, oh,
no.
he's good now.
No.
I
He's
can't,
good. Why?
I can't
No.
listen to his music. I
Really?
can't get past how he looks. He look crazy.
But you're not looking at him while you listen to music in your car.
Shit.
That's true, but
I know
I don't.
he
I
looks
can't get over the
like- I can't.
nickname.
I love XS because he's so versatile. He can do everything.
I'm good on him.
Okay, well,
But what I was trying to we real good on him. What is his name?
Extension.
Say his name. XXX Say it
Who
right.
says that?
Say it right.
What is that damn lobster crab?
I'm about to say this nigga name sound like some shit you order off a menu.
Lil
Let me
Mermaid.
get the Extension.
Y'all better hope X people ain't watching this.
I don't give a damn.
Look at All right. Okay.
I don't
Who
care.
cares?
The hell?
I want both of y'all looking at the
don't give a
Hey,
damn.
I don't care. Your name sounds like something you will order off a seafood menu.
X-
Extension.
Yo, X, you
Sound like
listen to
that's
me
gonna
right
give me
now.
food poisoning.
I'll watch you on my show one day, so I'm not condoning none of this. I'm not saying nothing.
Anyway,
Anywho, we gonna talk
Kendrick.
about Kendrick Lamar and how he just won this
Thank you.
Pulitzer. Is that how you say it?
A Pulitzer.
Pulitzer Award.
Yes.
Okay. Which was a big thing because, well, first of all, let me tell y'all what that is because I bet people don't even know what the hell the award is and they hype on it. Anywho, so that is an achievement in American journalism, literature, or music. Okay, only 13 of them are given out a year, and he won it for Damn. Which, by the way, let me mention this because when Kendrick first came out, okay, I give everybody a chance. I did not like him. I was not feeling it. I was not fucking with it at all. I was not. But
Pause.
I started like listening to Kendrick Lamar off of this album. Now, of course, I liked his radio hits, you know, Don't Kill My Vibe, that type of stuff. But to
I'm a Kendrick
listen
fan.
to him, I wasn't feeling it.
Really?
Time out. All right.
How to Pimp a Butterfly was my favorite one.
So
I
you
mean,
just. Whoa.
I'll let you go.
I'll
Go
let
ahead.
you go first. I'll let
Well,
you go.
I mean, I think for me as a Kendrick fan, for one, I seen Kendrick first live, and it was so dope. Y'all remember when Final Four was here?
Yeah.
And he did the free
Oh my
show?
God, I remember that.
Yes.
I missed.
Y'all
I
missed
got a
out because
real
that was
good
good.
story behind
Okay, we'll talk about that because I want to hear it. But, I mean, Kendrick, just as an artist, I love how he's so unapologetically black, but he like, look, I'm going to give you this real nigga shit, but I'm going to be so unapologetically black at the same time.
Yeah.
And I love that about him. Like, this nigga's name is Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this nigga is just, he's not like everybody else out here. He's going to stick to his name and his brand and does what he does and give you that conscious, raw ass hip hop,
Yeah.
but be real. And him winning a Pulitzer is awesome because the last person who won for music, like really won that is black, I can think of was Wynton Marsalis for jazz. And that was like in
Yeah.
97.
Yeah.
So, and this the first one for hip hop.
For that hasn't been classical or jazz, so
Yeah.
that's a big thing. But nah, I like Kendrick, and I'm really messing with that Black Panther album.
Oh,
I like
that's
that
good.
Jam, it's jam.
You said a word.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
No,
But
Kendrick
nah.
is on the. He had the greatest 3-peat rap albums in rap history. You go with Don't Tell Me. Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
Then you go
okay.
with To Pimp a Butterfly. Then you go with Damn. And people forget about Untitled. Untitled was still a
Untitled
good
was so
album.
good.
Untitled was good.
Woo.
Section 80 was good.
Yeah, that
So,
was good too.
Everything he dropped from his old projects till now, there's not, I'm not gonna get on you hard. I'm not gonna get on you. I'm not gonna do that for you to say you just got on Damn. You just got on him because of the Damn album just now.
Yeah.
Pimp a Butterfly, Grammy Award winner. Good Kid, Mad City, telling the story about
I
Compton.
think that's the one that I tried to listen to. The Good Kid, Mad City. That's the one.
That
I
was a
listened
banger.
to,
That was the
and
banger.
I didn't like it.
It was the very
What
first
why you
one
didn't
with
like
Pimp
about
My
it? I wanna
Vibe.
hear this.
I couldn't get into, first of all, his voice for me, it wasn't like pleasing to my ears.
Okay.
That was one thing. But then second, when I tried to like really get into what he was saying, don't get me wrong. He say more conscious or intelligent shit than most rappers.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't a connection. It wasn't love at first sight. That's what I'll say.
I say this. Kendrick is definitely the voice of our generation. I think as far as rap and hip hop goes, there's no question about it. I mean, he's a representative of the Black Lives Movement. He's revolutionary. And I just like the fact that he still, at the end of the day, is some nigga from Compton all day. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of it, very intelligent, well-spoken dude. But he just gonna spit that real shit. And that's why I fucks with Kendrick probably more so than a lot of other artists. He is definitely one of my favorite rappers. There's no question.
For
So,
sure.
yep.
I can feel that. I
Yes.
can definitely feel that. You know what I'm saying? He's a good artist.
Yeah.
But we're going to feel something else, okay? We're going to help y'all learn how to fill your bank account.
Yes.
Okay? Because this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Do not become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshops near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So, you guys, if you are in any of those statistics out there, definitely hit them up and let them, and help increase your cash flow.
Hell, I might hit them
Okay?
up.
I'm saying. And while we talking about all this stuff that's going on, y'all know y'all gonna need some extra cash, so don't be acting like it. Because when these albums come out and them day parties start to hit, y'all gonna need it. Anywho, I want to get on something that's pretty big and that kind of shut the internet down for a little while. Had me tickled. We're going to talk about Tristan third trimester Thompson.
Damn. That's what you call it?
Because that's what they've been calling them, girl. Okay.
Damn.
So we all know that the scandal came out maybe like 5 days ago or so about him cheating. But the thing is, this is the girl that he's allegedly been cheating with for the last 5 months. There's also been pictures floating around a couple months ago. Well, that's actually back in October of 2017 of him with this same girl in the club with his tongue down her throat. Okay, and we all know that they've been dating since 2016.
Right.
So, and we all knew she was pregnant. So what y'all got to say about that?
On some real ass shit, I mean, the Kardashians, let's just look at what they do and how they are. They're a brand. You know what I'm saying? That kind of feeds off of tabloids and feeds off of scandal. And I mean, quiet as it's kept, for me, I feel like she probably knew already. I feel like, I mean, it's just like, hey, don't have your bitch, out there. But I know you got a bitch, but don't have that bitch out for everybody to see. So I think it was one of those things where it was just like, paparazzi lucked up. This nigga was drunk. Did some stupid shit. Got caught. Now everybody knows. So now he's getting, scalded by Khloe.
See, here's my thing. Okay, I don't feel bad for her. Sorry, don't feel bad for her because you want to know what? She did the same thing to the girl that was with him before she scooted on up in their relationship, and she didn't care that she was pregnant.
Did she?
She sure did.
Girl, I didn't know that.
Before he got with Khloe, he had a girl, I don't want to say, well, I guess baby mama now, but he had a baby mama, a girl that was pregnant for him, getting ready to be due in her 3rd trimester, and she slid right on through the door and didn't give a damn.
Damn.
Did you fix her crown, Khloe, is all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be fixing crowns out here with her,
Well, first of all, I don't condone cheating, first of all, both men and women.
Agreed.
But Tristan Thompson, Khloe has to know that Tristan did this before with the first one until get to Khloe. And then now he cheated on her again. First of all, it's a couple of things. Number one, we don't know how old and how recent these videos are.
Right.
We don't know that. Number two, Khloe, the Kardashian, like you said, the brand, they feed off of it. Plus, they move around different athletes all the time.
They show
they
do.
She
The
does.
NBA is a family. Every sport is a family. Whatever you do is a family. So you bounce from with Harden, Lamar Odom to now Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
She dated somebody else.
It was
that was
else.
French Montana.
So you bouncing around and you
basketball
get mad at this. But this is what I always
Right.
say too. I always say this is a small factor in celebrity relationships. Even small relationships too late. Somebody cheats,
Yeah.
especially with celebrities. They tend to bring them back. They gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna tell you what's a small factor. Small factor is the fame and money. Because let's say it's these two couples, they just in high school, well, college or whatever, they 23, 24, whatever.
Right.
And the dude cheats. Oh shit, she's mad. Breakup. You know what I'm saying? More. It's faster when there's not no fame and money in it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because you see if you know you got the money and the fame, you're not tripping.
That's
Kevin
true.
Hart
All
situation.
of them cheat. Yo. If we talking about the Kardashians and their relationships, all of them cheat. Scott cheat. Kanye cheat. The man that she was with before that, he cheated. Like, they always getting cheated on. They always end up taking them back, or they hop around like Chloe did for a little while, and then they want to settle, and then they ended up getting cheated on again. And I'm not saying that that's like how good for them. I'm just saying this is a repetitive thing in between this family and the men that they choose to be with.
And if,
Right.
and if you're in Trish and Thompson's spot, you celebrities, you can't. You cannot be getting recorded doing anything.
No, you can't.
Respect Odell Beckham can't do that. Tristan
Ooh,
Thompson,
Odell
you can't
Beckham.
do that either. You're 7 foot in the club. People gonna know who you are, so it's like
Right.
you can't put yourself in that position. Plus,
Right.
the playoffs is going on right now, so you just can't be having
Yeah.
that. You only played
He
three,
was sloppy. He
and
was
the reason
real
why
sloppy.
he only played 3 minutes game one because of the whole situation.
Huh.
And we're gonna get to basketball later, but
Yes.
that's just like Trish. You can't do that, man. Chloe
Yeah.
can't get mad at that. You've been dotting around forever, you know. So I mean, come on. Now.
Well, here's what I would say. You know, she does have, I mean, she got a right to be mad just because they are an exclusive relationship. We all know that y'all are together. But I couldn't even imagine the things I would do to him. I'm pregnant and I'm about to have your baby, and you going to be with somebody else, whether she knew or she didn't know. You should have at least some respect for your child to cut it off during the pregnancy. Damn, you going to cheat while
Well,
she pregnant?
Well,
Do you know the scarring that you about to do to this child in the womb because you are fucking her up?
well, I don't want to call him a hoe ass nigga, but that's hoe ass nigga moves, I guess. And it just kind of goes back to, I mean, I feel like when you're a certain level of notoriety, you know, being famous, you have to be smart. You have to be conscious. So you have to be mindful. I mean, hell, let's look at a Beyonce. Anybody hear anything about Beyonce being sloppily drunk anywhere? No?
That one time she fell on the yacht.
Yes. Besides that, I mean, I'm just saying you have to be smarter. So it's like, I get it. You want to turn up, have a good time, but nigga, be conscious. Motherfuckers around here trying to look for you, catch you, do anything they can do to capitalize on what it is that you're doing. So what you need to do is start doing like these niggas like Drake, Beyonce, have some shit at your house, have niggas sign non-disclosures, and then just fuck it up then.
Yeah, athletes do that all the time.
Yeah.
Every athlete has non-disclosures. I don't. It's celebrities. Period.
NDA.
They do.
I'm all
They
about it.
definitely do. They do. We learned that. Well, I ain't gonna say no names. But anyway, what we gonna talk about also is the fact that, okay, and you know, Instagram had a field day with this one. The baby's name is True.
I'm not mad at that.
I wouldn't have
I
been
love
mad.
her.
I wouldn't have been mad beforehand. Like, I feel like you played yourself a little bit. You gonna name your baby True after we just found out that your baby daddy is a cheater?
I love this lady, by the way, in the shot.
Twitter
Like,
need to calm down.
I love her. She's amazing. But I'm not mad at the name True.
I like the name True. It's just it was
bad
the
timing.
timing is bad.
This
Okay,
is timing for you to have a baby and name it True.
the timing is
But-
not good at all.
I like True.
These
though.
women
TT.
that's reacting on social media. If they was Chloe, they would do the same thing. They gonna
They
take
would
them
be
back.
sitting there.
They gonna be sitting there. So
Yeah.
I can't. That's why I don't get on social media when it comes to stuff like this, because it's
Yeah.
like, yo, if you was Chloe, you would do the same exact shit. You gonna
I-
stay. You're not gonna leave.
I know she got a dog. I shit in all his
She said
shoes.
she got a dog in her too.
Oh yeah, that dog.
Come on,
You
man.
gotta go outside this week. Shitting all his shoes. and
No, ma'am.
And then leave him there. The fuck? I be girl. I just mess up all his poor little stuff.
Damn, not shitting in his shoes. That's tough. Could you imagine, like, I couldn't imagine being a nigga coming home and, like, I cheated on my girl or something, and then I step in my J's and she just shitted in my shoes.
And, then, and put him in his car so he don't know why it smell funky.
That's raw. Come on, Tiffany
I'm
Haddish.
serious. Dead eyes.
Damn.
But while we're talking about that, before we jump into our next couple of topics, because we are getting ready to unfortunately wrap up the show, we've got just a couple, like maybe 2 more tidbits for y'all real quick. But this portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and your inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thespear.tv. Alrighty, you guys. So just rolling into, again, because we only have a couple more minutes, but we want to get this out real quick because this is important. Okay? We want to talk about Starbucks and the shit show that they have going on. So,
White Bucks.
that's what they should have called it. But yeah, so just over this weekend, they had an incident at Starbucks in Philly. Two black guys, young black guys, were in there allegedly. So what happened allegedly is that they were kicked out for not ordering anything. Now, to some people that might sound strange, but when you black, that don't sound that strange. So I want to know y'all take on that.
Well, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm glad that the person that called the cops was fired from their job, released of duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
thank
You
God.
know, and the greatest thing for me that whole moment was that the whites was with us in that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
You know what I'm saying? Because they
Yeah.
know, come on, dude. I'm sitting in Starbucks, and y'all going to arrest me because we went on the
Anybody-
third. And the third friend walks up when they get arrested.
Yeah.
And
Right.
in that moment, we can't blame the cops. They just getting caught, and, we got to do it. We can't look at the cops. Oh, bad cop. Y'all arrested him. They just getting told what happened. So
Yeah.
the manager in Philly, and Philly be going through a lot of shit.
They
You win a
do.
Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You got the college basketball championship. Now you got the Meek Mill situation about to
Yeah.
happen in this bullshit, with the Starbucks. Philly
Yeah.
been in the news a lot
Something
the
else
past 2
just
years.
happened.
I think that's
Philly.
just Pennsylvania as a whole. If you want to add that Penn State issue in there as well,
Right.
but
Something else just happened in Philly too, just recently, and it's weird. Oh, but we gotta get back to that. But I'm gonna just memo this. I'm gonna mention it real quick. So just recently, and I kind of wanted to touch base on this too. Ironically, I flew Southwest this weekend, but they've been in the news twice in the past week for some shit. Okay, first thing is real quick with the Philly incident. So somebody died on a Southwest plane in Philly due to, let me read it correctly because I wrote it down. Okay. I don't think I wrote it down.
The engineering, the engineering stuff.
Yeah, so something happened with one of the engines and it blew and hit a window. And so the guy who was by the window that it blew through, it
Yeah.
killed him.
Damn.
Injured seven. And then something else just happened with them too. Oh, they just had so this incident happened with bad weather in New Orleans. This was Saturday, and the pilot had to do like an emergency landing to get them out of the sky, but he did it over water.
Girl,
so all the
no.
people thought that they were gonna die. They was like, I was just calling and texting everybody. I thought I was gonna die. I thought it was it. So yeah, they've been. I don't know what's going on with them because I just flew Southwest.
and I love Southwest. You get mad rapid rewards points with them.
yeah,
Quick.
yeah.
That one still ride Southwest.
I sure am. I got points.
That's just one.
I got a point.
Hey, things happen. I don't want this to scare people. Just because something like this was unfortunate.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's what you gonna do? Drive 12, 15 hours in a car? You gonna take the plane?
Shit, you
true.
gonna
Hey,
die.
you gonna die.
in a
eventually.
car
If
too.
it happens, it happens. I mean, shit.
Niggas be panicking.
That was some fine destination shit, guys.
I fly them because they bags free, and personally,
Yes.
I can't be paying $50 for a bag. That's some
Spirit.
bullshit. Ooh,
Wait,
baby, Spirit.
That's
Spirit
another-
sucks. I don't give a
well-
damn.
My
I'm
shit
watching from
list.
Spirit right now.
They're on my
Well,
I would
shit
put them on blast. You
list.
can put the camera on
I
me.
paid
I would-
$80 for a
Look.
bag to fly
Why did
back
you
from
pay
Spirit
$80
one
for a
time.
bag?
Because them motherfuckers had me pay
Look,
twice.
Spirit sucks. I don't care if anybody watching this Facebook Live works for Spirit.
Well,
they suck.
Spirit, I'm
paying for seats?
Spirit. You know what? I'm actually not mad at you because I've gotten really decent flights for about $30, $40.
How much you have to pay for seat for your seat? I know you have to pay for your seat.
I don't pay for the seat.
What about the bag?
The bag is like $20 if you do it online.
Shit.
It's like $20, $25. So I mean, all in
You
all,
got lucky.
no, I fly Spirit quite often. Y'all, okay? While niggas talking shit, I fly Spirit quite often, and it's actually cheaper if you go to the airport and pay for your ticket because they cut
That's
the
with
fees
any
down.
airline, though. That's with any airline.
No, it's not. Not with all of them. They used to. Back in the day, it used to be like that. But with Spirit specifically, they add a whole bunch of fees online. So really, they'll cut like good $30, $40 if you go up there and buy a ticket.
But let me say this
Just
too,
saying.
because everybody be talking about Spirit is so shitty. Spirit is. Y'all ass is still flying Spirit.
I sure
Shut
do.
Up. Y'all
Sure.
still out there getting
I
them
don't.
cheap tickets,
Hey.
flying Spirit, trying to make sure you only got enough for your carry on to pay $25 a bag. We know
I'd
y'all's
rather pay
flying
higher
them.
for American Airlines.
Look here. I'm not shaming shit. My ass is still in Vegas with my bag. So Spirit, I ain't mad at you. So I'm there.
I am, because y'all fucked me twice.
Oh.
Okay?
You know what? It was something I was gonna say about Starbucks. Now they should change their name to Colonizer Coffee. I like that.
Colonizer
Colonizer
coffee.
coffee. I like
Oh,
that.
God, and then let's touch base on this too, because I think there's some bullshit. So they closed down 8,000 stores to do employee training on racial discrimination and racial bias for 175,000 employees. That is some bullshit if I ever seen it. And I don't know what their process is, because typically when I go to Starbucks, I have a happy person. I don't pay attention to if they're white or if they're black. But
Yeah.
I did have an incident when this little bitch, 'cause she
Damn.
made me mad.
Jesus.
Dude, not
I
little
was
bitch.
ordering. I went up in there to go get me a coffee, and I was like, "Oh, they got buy one get one free coffee. Cool, whatever." I
Right.
ordered 3. Did I order 3? I ordered 4. I don't know, shit. Anywho, I ordered, and I don't ever get a receipt back because most times I pay on my phone. I don't need a receipt. The fuck, this heifer, mind you, it was a bunch of people in front of me. This one lady in front of me had at least 8 drinks. At least 8. She just kept handing them to her, handing her drinks. Do y'all know that when it was time to get my drink, she asked me for a receipt?
What?
She asked me, can I see your receipt?
Yeah, no.
I said, let me tell you something, girl. You done passed out drinks to everybody. Give me my shit right now. And then I called their manager, and I complained. And then I called again, and I complained after that because I still wasn't satisfied. How dare you ask me for a fucking receipt?
You're so bothered.
I was so upset.
You were so upset.
I was so upset. So yeah, they do need some racial discrimination training.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. Like, that just to me that just sounds like a cover up. Sound like some bullshit. I don't know.
I'm not mad. As an HR professional, I'm going to put my professional hat on. As an HR professional, I'm not mad about diversity inclusion training. And if you guys might want that, feel free to hit me up at blackoutthebox.com. I might do that for you. So, Colonizer Coffee, you know, I'm not mad. You know, you got to learn how to, for one, every black person, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if we wearing a hoodie, if we, any of these things, we live up to this so-called stereotype. And we live in, what, 2018? Y'all niggas should know better.
Yeah. Honestly,
Shame on you.
The way that you dress is not even a thing. If your skin is black, then you just
Exactly.
automatically doing something wrong. And that's just foolish. Like, the whole world, anybody that thinks like that is just full of shit. And y'all
Yeah.
really need to get yourselves together, because it's not something wrong with us. It's something wrong with you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Boom.
Boom. Say that.
Okay, and just before we wrap up, because again we are definitely out of time, but we want to touch on this one last thing, because we got Mr. ESPN up in here, so we want to talk about the playoffs and the opening of the playoff season. What y'all think? So he got a little mad earlier before the show because I was talking, and hey, I like this guy, you know what I'm saying? But LeBron is a crybaby, bro.
Salute to you. Back here.
He's a crybaby, and I like LeBron. I'm actually a LeBron fan. Now, do not get me wrong. I used to watch basketball a lot more, like back in the gap. Now, I don't watch much of shit now because I just don't have time. But
Right.
so I haven't really just been that into the season. But I do know that a lot of people been talking about the Cavs and all of their injuries and people just being out, and how, you know, they got blown out on the first game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like he said in press conference, he was down 3-1 in the finals to one of the all-time teams. He lose game 1 at home on a Sunday against Indiana. I'm really worried about Victor Oladipo. No. First of all, LeBron, when he knows how to fix things. If you watch the game, he try to get his teammates involved. It's like watching boxing. The first round, you want to fill them out. You want to fill out your opponent.
Right.
Getting your teammates involved because his guys are inexperienced. The only guys that stayed that was on the team when they won a championship was Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and Tristan Thompson. Everybody else is new. So losing game 1 with inexperienced players is not a concern. Then you had Ty Lue out with stress relief in the past couple of weeks or whatever. So he's getting back into the motion. He played a starting lineup. I don't know why he played this lineup that they never played together, that started together. So this game 1, I'm not really worried. They're gonna win the East. Hopefully, y'all Houston fans. I like Houston too.
Let's go Rockets.
So let's just see if they can get there. Let's see if they can get to the championship. LeBron's gonna be there waiting for y'all in June.
Oh wow, you talk a lot of hot shit.
I mean, if you go to 7 straight finals,
you talk a lot. This nigga LeBron fired everybody. I bet he'll fire the fucking audience that come to the game. Be like, fuck y'all.
Oh yeah, come on,
Cleveland, y'all trash.
Come on,
y'all are horrible supporters.
Hey, but I mean, when you have been in 8 NBA finals and 7 of them
I can talk all
in a row, you can't do what you want to do.
James Harden got to get to the finals. Chris Paul got to get to the conference finals.
Come on, Chris Paul. Yes.
Yeah, come on, because 4 assists and 6 turnovers game 1 looked a little bit shaky. You almost gave that game
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
Let's go, Chris Paul. Yeah. Woo! Fix game 2 tomorrow. I'll be watching.
Well, I didn't watch much of it, but I'm going to tune in. I just caught a little bit of it. I was on my flight.
It's a good playoffs.
Yeah,
overall,
it is.
It's every series is great right now. Every series, East and West. My prediction, I do have Houston and Cleveland going. I do have Houston because this is their opportunity. Really, because
it's their time.
Because it's not just that, but the thing is that you got Golden State hurt. They getting back healthy.
Right.
And if they really want to get to the championship, put it like this is their only opportunity to get to the finals, because if they don't get there this year,
they're not going.
They are not getting there again, because they're not going to catch Golden State hurt again. They're not going to catch Cleveland with so much turmoil. So if they want to get to the finals, this is the opportunity. If they don't get there this year, James Harden don't show up this playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of James Harden no more.
Well, hopefully he do.
Yeah.
Shit.
And it was one thing I wanted to ask you before we go. I know I briefly mentioned it before we got on air. How do you feel about Charles Barkley's comments about the Timberwolves?
Oh, well, that game, we said, Charles, he's on a filter.
I love him.
What do you make? I used to play basketball. So basically, he was saying that, you have Karl-Anthony Towns. He's one of the top 2 big men in the league.
Yeah.
When the Rockets switch everything. If you do a 1-5 pick and roll, which in basketball terms is the point guard is getting a pick set by the center.
Right.
And if the Rockets are switching on defense, and you got Karl-Anthony Towns on the post, give it to him. You got Chris Paul holding Karl-Anthony Towns on a couple positions. James Harden holding him. Dump it down on Karl-Anthony Towns, but instead they taking these jump shots and they're not feeding Karl-Anthony Towns. There's no way he shouldn't be averaging less than 30 points against the Rockets. Even though you do have Clint Capella, who did play good first game.
Yeah.
They have to have better IQ and understanding of the game on offense. Dump it down to Karl-Anthony Towns. They get that switch. They switch everything. Throw it out to Karl-Anthony Towns.
Okay. Say that.
For sure. And that's what we're going to wrap it up with. I'm going to just say it would be great to have an NBA championship, since how the Astros just did their thing. You know what I'm saying? So we waiting on y'all. We ain't got no faith in the Texans. I'm going to just say that.
Oh,
and then we
Cowboys
going to,
anyway,
and now it is time to wrap up the show. I know you guys are sad to see us leave, but don't worry, we'll be back on next week. So again, I am your girl, Tiffany NoCo. You can catch me on Instagram at _TiffanyNoCo.com. I'm going to let our guest and our co-host roll themselves out.
Well, come on, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to let ladies first. Akil Williams, Instagram, @Ken_the_Rich. You can catch me, Real Deal with Akil. Every week I drop a new episode. I had Tony Rock on. I had all these other people on. You never know you're going to watch the next episode. You don't know who's going to be on. So YouTube, iTunes, Google Play.
All right, Akil's basically saying he's that nigga, so fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying. I'm your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can find me at Chris on Instagram, as well as Black Out of the Box on Instagram, as well as the website, www.blackoutofthebox.com. Not DA niggas, THE the box. And also, just one thing I want to say as well is Houston Black Restaurant Week, niggas. So it's a whole bunch of restaurants. Check them out. Phil and Derek's brunch be popping. They're on that list. Check 'em
Oh
out.
yeah, I
Houston
went to
Restaurant
Phil and
Week.
Derek's this past weekend. It's always popping, and I was going
Yeah.
to, as you know, a suggestion to you guys, because you know I'm from the north. I know these. Well, we gonna hold on that, but I know these people that own this restaurant. So go check out Esther's on Yale because they are bomb,
Girl, they
and
bomb.
they just got brunch on you guys. You know what I'm saying? So those are our suggestions.
Yes.
We are so happy that you tuned in with us, and we will see you back next week. Same day, same time.
Bye.